Do you know when everything seems to just be going wrong? It feels like that's been the month of December for us.
Yeah, definitely.
It's winter, it's cold, and it's definitely not my favorite type of weather. 3 weeks ago, our car broke down, and so we've been carless, and it seems like everything else has just gone wrong after that. It's been a joyous December.
Yeah.
But fortunately, over the year, we were given a whole bunch of different e-bikes, so we haven't been completely without without transport. But yeah, today we've got to go and pick up some water from the local village, some drinking water, and it's New Year's, so hopefully the shops are going to be open. Yeah, so another one of the things that happened is the electrics in our house messed up. We had this basically like a big meltdown on one of the wires that was supplying the main house, and so we were without electricity for about 2 days, which was just absolutely horrible. Hello, sheepy sheeps. Joaquin's just taking his sheep into another field. Right, let's close up the gate. Yeah, so the electrics basically melted in the house. A couple of days before Christmas, we were without electricity for a while, which was a real pain. But fortunately, on the plus side, we were given these, we were given this amazing sort of like solar battery generator, which like really helped a lot. And we were also given like a fridge in the year. It was like a sort of one of these portable fridges. So it wasn't too bad. We managed to get along with that pretty well. You can see everything's quite wet at the moment and damp. Hola, Joaquin. Boa entrada. So you can see, for a sheep farmer, you never get a holiday. Every single day, you've basically got to work with the sheep, you know. Joaquin hasn't had a holiday in I don't know how long. Every single day, it doesn't matter what day it is, it doesn't matter if he's sick, it doesn't matter if it's his birthday, it doesn't matter if something terrible's gone wrong. He's got to wake up, he's got to take those sheep into the field, he's got to milk them, and yeah, it's a tough job. Boa entrada! Those were some of the other neighbors from down the road. I'm not sure if I actually got them on the camera there. So our bad luck didn't really end there. We also had computer problems. So Gina's got this scanner that she bought quite recently. She was going to basically make Christmas cards that we're going to put on our Patreon page, and she was going to scan them in. The scanner broke, so that's been in the shop. It's just been like a sort of an endless catalogue of things breaking this month, and lots and lots of money being dished out to fix them. So it's still quite pretty, you know, even though it's winter and it's damp and it's a bit cold. Look, we've still got a little bit of blue in the sky. For the last couple of days, it's been like really foggy, and unfortunately, like when you're on a bicycle, and let's say I've had to go like grocery shopping on the bike, the supermarket, like the main supermarket's about 15 kilometers away, so it's like a 30-kilometer round trip down a road that's quite fast and quite dangerous, you know, it's a big road. So being on the bike in the fog is not the best idea, you know, so I've had to kind of time it. But yeah, I've managed to get it done. It's actually, you know, we were worried about being stuck without a car, and it's actually, you know, we've done pretty well with these bikes. I've got these saddlebags on the back of the bikes here, and I can actually fit a whole bunch in there. Between this backpack I'm wearing and the two saddlebags, I've managed to get an entire shopping cart. So like an entire shopping trolley from the supermarket actually fits inside, well, on the bicycle and on me, which is pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting that. But now I've just going to go into the village, just to the local little mini Mercado shop, and we've got to get some bottles of water. And I'm not sure how many of those I'm going to be able to fit inside these bags. So we're just cycling into our local village, which is quite bumpy on all of these little calçadas. So excuse me if my voice is bouncing all over the place. We've got this little mini Mercado called Mini Mercado Salvador, which is just over here. It looks like it's closed, but I'll knock on her door and see if she'll open it up for us. But before we go there, we've just got to head through the village. We're going to go to the petrol station. We've actually got a petrol station. And then at the petrol station, they've got an ATM because we have to draw some money. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Even though we're in the middle of nowhere, really, we've still got... Bom dia! We've still got, you know, lots of amenities and things. So it's like the best of both worlds. Yeah, we've got access to petrol stations, little mini markets. There's actually even a hardware store just up here. So just on the right here, this is like a hardware store, and they sell all sorts of stuff there, even like chicken food and stuff. And there's also like a builder's yard, which is, I don't know, a little bit further, about a kilometer. Bon dia. And yeah, so we got some good stuff here. You know, if you are stuck without a car, it's not too bad. So yeah, a little bit of winter sun. Not quite as sunny as it has been over some of the days. Yeah, Christmas this year was fantastic. Christmas was like proper blue sky, sunny. It was absolutely amazing. And then the very next day it started getting all like sort of foggy and cloudy and stuff like that. But it's been really cool to be spending Christmases again in the sun. It reminds me of when I lived in South Africa, where we used to get these sunny sort of Christmases and we'd go to the beach, and yeah, it was absolutely awesome. And then the last 17 years being in England and having you know, Christmas is all like freezing cold and, you know, not quite snowing. Yeah, so if we carry on through the village, we've got this little petrol station over here. It's actually quite an expensive petrol station, although the prices don't look too bad today. But sometimes their petrol is like mega expensive. They've even got like a little car wash. And in this covered section, they have an ATM. Yeah. Oh, buono. Obrigado. Yeah. Okay, so the lady who runs the shop, she's actually here at the moment. So she's come here with a friend to have like a coffee or something. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to go to that shop. I think there is another little shop just up the road here, so we could try that. Yeah, let's give it a go. This is a place called Cafeteria das Bombas. Bombas are pumps, so it's like the cafeteria of the pumps. I'm guessing these are the pumps here. But it's like a bar, so there's a bar and you can get some snacks and coffees and drinks and things like that. All right, back on the road. Bom dia. Gina, I'm not sure if anything's going to be open. I mean, it is New Year's Eve, so... You might have to bring some interval. Yeah, basically, we get our drinking water from the shops, because we have a well on our property and we don't have any sort of filters or anything on the well, so we don't want to drink that. But that means that we do have to go out and buy water every week. Now, if I'd known that before we moved to Portugal, like when we were living in a house where you could just open up a tap and drink the water, it would have been a big no-no for me. I would have been like, oh no, this stuff, like, it sounds like such a mission. But, you know, I've been doing it for like the last 4 years since we've moved onto the farm. It really doesn't bother me. It really doesn't stress me. And yeah, it's just part of our lives now, you know. It's just something different. Okay, so there's another little mini mercado, which is just over here. I'm just trying to one-hand brake and turn. Okay, this one's definitely closed. Okay. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like we're going to get any open shops. Now, there is another option. I could obviously cycle all the way to Elkanes or whatever, which is like 15 kilometers away. But, I mean, is it really that much of an emergency situation?
How much water is like a whole bottle?
I think we just got like a whole 6-litre bottle, yeah.
We can get one other bottle from the font. Like we can just fill up the water by the shop, the drinking water.
By the shop?
Yeah, opposite Christina's.
Okay. Yeah.
We could fill up one bottle there, just so we.
That's not drinking water, though.
Oh. Well, we used to drink.
We would have to, yeah, but we used to put that through a Berkey filter.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to have to go up. I think we're going to have to go up the mountain.
Oh.
Yeah, so in the spirit of things not quite going according to plan this month, another thing hasn't. This is our local sort of pub, Cravo Cafe. And hopefully they're going to be open tonight, because tonight, well, it's New Year's. So I think I'm going to head in there and have a couple of beers. This is like a little fountain. It's not really a fountain, it's actually just a tap. And most of the villages have these. Now, when we first got here, we used to fill up our water bottles here, but actually this is not drinking water. And we didn't realize that when we first got here. Now, we did have something that was called a Berkey filter, which is like a special type of water filter. So we used to put all of the water through there anyway, just to be safe. Yeah, there's another place where we go to get water, which is much better. So if you don't want to buy the supermarket stuff, if you go all the way up to the top, just on the Gardenia Mountains here, there's a beautiful spring, a fresh spring coming out of the rock, and really, really nice water. So we're just going to head on back to the farm, grab some water bottles, and Yeah, this is turning out to be a little bit more of a mission than I expected. How pretty is this? Even in wintertime, there's still pretty stuff going on. You know, I'm definitely a summer person. I love the sunshine and blue skies, but, you know, there's still lots of beauty at other times of year. I think for me, the main thing is the cold. I can't handle cold. I absolutely hate it. It's actually not too bad at the moment, but at night time, it is dropping down pretty chilly. I think tonight's dropping down to about 2 degrees Celsius. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Bon dia! But yeah, for the most part, during the day here in central Portugal, it's been, well, we're in December now, just about to go into January, which is going to be like the coldest month. And during the day, you're looking at temperatures of about sort of 8 degrees to 14 degrees Celsius, depending. And then at night time, it can drop as low as 0. So it's not too bad, really. It's not too bad at all. In the background there is a shot of the farm that you guys probably don't get to see much. I'm usually filming it from on the farm. But yeah, this is a nice angle. I like looking at the farmhouse and the farm from here. And there are the sheep. All right, so we're back on the farm. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this gate open because we're just about to go out again. What's the point in closing it? So we've just got to go and get some bottles for the water. And Gina's bike has run out of charge. She hasn't charged hers, whereas I'm still sitting pretty. I got full bars of battery on this one. I really love this bike. This is called a Himiway Zebra. And yeah, the battery on this bike is an absolute beast. Hello, geesey geese. Geese, geese, geese. Yeah, so I'm going to try and see if we can get her onto another bike that has power. She doesn't like riding any of the other bikes. Like this one here is her favorite. It's called an Himiway L20. It's like a little moped style bike, and she absolutely loves it. And she's not really a fan of these bigger bikes because her feet don't touch the ground. Right, so let's see if Gina can get on with this one. I'll put this over here. So that's the lowest that the seat goes. But once you're riding, then, I mean, yeah, but when you stop, you just go forward.
I don't like the seating position there either.
Gina's decided that I'm going to do this mission on my own because she doesn't, well, the bikes are a little bit too big for her.
Yeah, I can only touch the floor with like my tippy toes, and I just don't feel, I'm not a very confident bike rider anyway, and then not to have, be able to touch the ground is...
Well, exactly, if you have to stop and then you can't put your feet down.
And I have to stop a lot.
Okay.
And it's not like it's just to the village and back, if we've got to go right up into the mountains.
Yeah, you know, we're going to go up into the Gardenia mountain there, and we're going to go and grab some water. Cool. So what's that, 6 litres, so we can get 12 litres.
Will be enough for today and tomorrow, and then I think everywhere will be on Tuesday.
Look at that, I can fit 2 of those inside this one bag. That's not bad, so I could actually do 4. But no, let's not do 4, no, let's just do 2. You can put one in the side for balance, can't you? Yeah. And yeah, I got some money on me in case there is a shop open on the way there.
Milk.
What, milk? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty nifty, huh? These little bags. This is one I bought on Amazon for, I think, like 30 euros or something. It's 35 litres. But I managed to get 2 of those big bottles in there. There's obviously still a little bit of space left. And then this is another 35 litre one that I was given from Himiway bikes. When I nearly fell the bike over. Yeah, so they gave me this when they gave me one of the other bikes. All right, Gina, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Hello, Rooster. Chickies. All right, let's get through here. Geese. I remember on our first Christmas when we first arrived here in Portugal, the electricity went down on the farm. So kind of similar to this year, like where the electricity went down just before Christmas. I think we were without electricity for about 4 days over Christmas time when we first arrived and first moved into the farm. It was an absolute nightmare for us. I think we cooked Christmas dinner outside in our bread oven, and we had to go inside Bob the camper van just to, put something on Netflix so we weren't too bored. And it was actually quite a cozy Christmas, I must say. But since then, we've been having an absolutely fantastic time on the farm. And it was kind of a repeat this year where things just started to go wrong again. But you know, when things go wrong, I like to see it as like having credit. Like, you know, things can't be right all the time. Things have to go wrong, you know. You need to have that balance of good and bad. And so when things go bad, I like to see it as I'm building up credit for some good times. So in the distance there, that's the Gardenia Mountains. Now on a GoPro with a wide angle lens, they probably don't look very impressive and they probably look quite flat. But they go up a height of 1,200 meters. And I'm sure you've seen me go up there loads. Don't worry, this video isn't going to be me going up into the mountains. I'm actually just going up into one of the villages called Casal de Serra. And yeah, they've got a really nice fountain there, nice fresh water. So in order to get up there, I've got to go through a bunch of little villages. I absolutely love cycling through these with their little calçada stones and their cute little houses. Look at these tiles up on the wall, old Portuguese tiles. But it can be a little bit on the bumpy side with these old roads. We've actually got another little place there called Lucas Cafe. It looks like it's closed though. That's another spot where you can have beers and coffees and things like that. And there's also a little restaurant here called Restaurant Divino. Haven't been there though, so I'm not sure what that's all about. All of this stuff is within like, well, cycling distance, potentially walking distance. I think we're about 1.8 kilometers from the village that I've just cycled through. So not too bad, you know, if you're a walker or a runner or something like that, it's not the end of the world. So there's another village that we're about to go to called Luricel de Campo. And they've actually built this cycle path here, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's not like there's tons of traffic and tons of cyclists, but they've done a really nice job of it. And there's actually this over here. They've actually built this building. I saw it the other day. Let me show you. It's like a place where you can wash your bicycle, which seems pretty bizarre. It's like an entire building, and they've got a bike wash where you can park your bike off, and they've got like, I don't know, I think it's a bike wash. Yeah, lavage, and they've got like air for your tires and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess maybe it is like a big bike route or something, I'm not sure. I don't really see that many people cycling around. And here we go, this is the entrance to Luricel do Campo, which is kind of like the second village away from us. It's a really, really pretty village. I like this place a lot. Bom dia. We've got like a post office just in front of us here. A citizen space, or a city space. Citizen shop, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, look at this, huh? Beautiful old buildings. I love this. Look at the green woodwork in the balcony. Really, really nice. And they have two little cafes here where you can get beers and coffees and things like that. One of them's just on the left, where this big mural is. And bon dia. And then there's another one just in front. I really like this little village of Luricel de Campo. It's very quaint and really pretty houses. It's got some nice amenities, and it's also really close to those Gardenia Mountains. And this is the other cafe I was talking about. Bon dia. But we're going to carry on in that direction to the mountains behind here. Do you know, I've only got 14% battery on this GoPro, and I don't have any spare batteries on me. This is a disaster. This is the water that we're after, but obviously I'm not filling up a water bottle from a running open stream like this. We're going to be heading up into the mountains just on the back there to Casal de Serra, where the start of the water happens, so where the actual fountain comes out of the ground, or the spring comes out of the ground. And I've got so little battery left in the camera that I'm going to have to just show you the highlights and turn this camera off and save some battery. Here we go. Now we've got a nice big climb, and fortunately I've got an e-bike. I mean, effortless going up here, and I'm so glad that I'm not doing this under my own pedal power. Once we climb a little bit more, I'm going to show you the most ridiculous view. Now we're not even at the top yet, but you can see just how high this is. This in the background is the Marateca Dam, or the Santa Agueda. And Yeah, our farm is, well, about 800 meters away from the water's edge. And directly behind us is Castelo Serra, just up there. So, let's do it. And now we're in Castelo Serra. And the part where I'm going is, well, directly in front of us over here, where this water fountain is. I don't believe it. Okay, so for the 4 years that we've been here, this thing, no matter in the middle of summer, is running full blast. And this is where we were filling up with water. This is like the natural spring coming from the Grodunia Mountains. And for some reason it isn't running. And I'm guessing there must be some kind of a problem, which is why they've probably switched it off. So I'm not going to be putting a bottle there and filling up. I don't believe it. Yeah, so, you know, I was telling you that December has just been like one problem after the other. At the moment, I just seem to be attracting problems. So, yeah, how ridiculous is that? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Cool, so I've just cycled down a little bit further. We're kind of, well, we were all the way up there and I'm just cycling back home, which is down in that direction. And this is another little fountain. So this one's called Fonte das Alminas. And it says agua controlada. It basically means that it's municipal water that's controlled. So it's been tested, it's, you know, it's basically safe for drinking. If it says agua now controlada, then it's not safe for drinking. Yeah, to be honest, it's usually not this much of a mission. We've just been buying bottled water from the supermarket. But, you know, you obviously can use these if you want to save money or whatever. And it's not too much of a mission. I mean, as you can see, I can even do it on a bicycle. Yeah, it just kind of becomes part of life. But this isn't something that we've had to worry about for a while. It's much easier if you do it in a car as well. Just balance this bike a little bit better before I put the other water in. What a mission this day is turning into. It seems to have been like this since the very beginning of the month, where I can't do like the smallest job or the smallest thing without either something breaking or going completely wrong. It's very strange, you know how sometimes your life goes like that, where you get stuck in this weird sort of funk. But hey, you know, can't always be perfect. And so I think going into this new year, hopefully we're going to have a whole different sort of outlook, a whole new energy, and hopefully all of this, whatever's going wrong around me the whole time, is going to go away. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm a very positive person for 99% of the time, and I generally don't let the small stuff sweat me. I actually find that when things are going wrong, when you're having a rough time, the very best thing to do is to, and I do it out loud even, like, you know, if I'm on the bike or something, I'll actually start talking to myself about all of the cool stuff that I have going on in my life, you know, and sort of resetting that bad energy in a way by reminding my subconscious about all of the stuff that I'm so lucky for and all of the stuff that I'm blessed with. And, you know, before you know it, you kind of wash all of the badness away. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that now. I mean, I'm blessed to be around all these lovely little villages and places that I can get to so easily on my bicycle. I'm blessed that it's the middle of winter. It's like one of the coldest months, but it's actually not that cold. There's still blue in the sky. There's still sun shining. I'm blessed that I've got these amazing e-bikes that even when the car breaks down, I have a way of getting around and seeing these amazing sights and sounds. And I think the biggest thing that I'm blessed with is the fact that I'm healthy and I'm strong and I can actually get around. I don't have any sort of ailments or anything like that that stop me from enjoying life to the full. I think that's probably like one of the most important blessings I've got. Being able to go out and about like this and really enjoy Portugal is, yeah, something that I'm really, really grateful for. And I think the thing that I'm most blessed with is my beautiful farm here in central Portugal. That's definitely the biggest blessing that I have, and the thing that I'm most appreciative of. And it's afforded me the most amazing lifestyle for the last 4 years. I was going to say, when just before the camera battery went flat, that my biggest blessing is this farm. This is the biggest blessing. I'm sort of counting down all of the blessings that I have, all of the good stuff, all of the stuff that's going right, as opposed to all of the stuff that is going wrong, you know.
Yeah, we definitely need to find silver linings in times like this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's not too bad. Like, you know, Sure, the car broke down. Sure, the electrics broke down. Sure, we had computer problems, but at the end of the day, they're not terminal. They're all fixable, and we're still happy, and we're still smiling, and we're still good.
Yeah, just a difficult time of the year for me personally to deal with because of SAD.
Yeah.
So I find, and it being foggy for like 2 weeks as well.
It wasn't for 2 weeks. Hey, Christmas was nice and sunny.
Yeah, I suppose so. Felt like it's been longer.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But no, we're warm and healthy, and we have doggies and cats and chickens and each other, and
Yeah. And the doggies are completely unaware of any problems going on. Look at them. They're like, oh, that is, life is great. They don't have any issues. So
how much better like Eddie and Mimosa are with the fence.
No.
Like that, how they're enjoying. They've
Yeah.
almost got more freedom because of the fence
Yeah.
than before.
Yeah, so the fence in the other episodes that we put up around the house here has just made a massive difference. And now we can relax with the doggies. And
I think they feel relaxed as well. Like they don't have to guard the
Yeah.
whole farm now.
exactly, yeah, they only have to guard this little area.
Yeah.
Much less responsibility.
And they still like walking
Mimo.
around the farm.
So to cut a long story short, we want to wish everyone a Happy New Year's and a Merry Christmas, because we didn't actually do a Christmas thing this year. And
Happy Christmas for 2024.
exactly, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. Oh, what? Happy Christmas for 2024. Yeah.
Next year.
And and we'll see you in the next one. And hopefully this weird energy or whatever that's going on at the moment, that's making everything break, will dissipate, and will stay in 2023.
Positive vibes
Exactly.
all around.
Exactly. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.